Hello everyone, it's Senator Fred Akshar. We just got back from Albany where we debated this year's state budget all night and into the early morning hours. I wish that I had better news for you. The final passed budget marks a sad, sad day for taxpayers across our state, and a lesson in the dangerous ramifications of one-party rule in state government. I emphatically voted no on this out-of-touch and irresponsible budget. Allow me to tell you why. As the steady bleed of out-migration continues, we should be working on ways to make New York more affordable for the residents and businesses that are still gutting it out every day across this great state. Instead, New York's single-party leadership has added $1.4 billion in new taxes this year and nearly $5 billion in new taxes next year. Instead of making life easier for taxpayers, the Democrat leaders in the Senate, the Assembly, and the governor's mansion have effectively turned their backs on them, stuffing billions of dollars in new taxes and billions of dollars in new spending, all while funneling the majority of school and transportation funding directly to New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new tax on all grocery bags, a new tax on internet purchases, a new tax on prescription drugs, and a plan to force you, taxpayers, to foot the bill for political campaigns. Allow me to talk about that for just one moment. Last night, under the cover of darkness, the legislature and the governor abdicated their responsibilities by allowing a politically appointed commission to institute publicly financed campaigns. Part of being a legislator is having to make tough decisions and go on the record, not hiding behind a commission that you create. What they did go on the record for is stripping $65 million from upstate roads and bridges and sent that money directly to the MTA. There's also less funding for upstate schools, less funding for addiction treatment. There is no funding for domestic violence victims. There's no funding for Lyme disease prevention. And the Special Olympics, ladies and gentlemen, took a funding cut. And that's only what we've been able to find in the last few hours. To me, upstate roads and bridges matter. To me, upstate schools and local municipalities matter. Upstate businesses and taxpayers matter. They matter to me and the people that I serve, but apparently they don't matter to those in charge in Albany. They've shown that the policies and agendas of the far left fringe matter more than the needs of everyday, hardworking New Yorkers. It's a new New York, and proof that elections do in fact have consequences. Make no mistake, the state of New York failed you last night. As I've said since the day I was elected, one thing that will never change is my pledge to remain a loud and energetic voice for the people that I serve. And I will continue standing up for the hardworking, law-abiding citizens across this great district. Thank you, and God bless.